Big up, big up, big up Neil, big up Neil, big up Tommy. Hello Mel. Hola! Alright, today is a very good day. Why, you shall ask? Yes, I shall answer. Yeah, I'm pretty late again. Blame the Finnish guy in chat. Shout out to Neil. It's our trade. I ruin his whole sleep schedule and health, and in exchange he ruins my streaming career. Look at that. Now I only have one viewer. I used to have like, what, we average what, like 2k, 2.5k maybe? Where am I? Hello? Hello? Oh, hello. Bro, this team goes so crazy. On a side note, goobers, okay, bye-bye. Also, I got a sub. Yeah, Wawa and Nub, like, you remember in that TTS stream, the stream after that, they went on a fucking cheering battle and like gave me like $100 in like one fucking frame. I can buy you 5 copies of BattleBit Remastered now. Wait, you asked why you have a sub. I talked about cheering. I'm just flexing my money at that point. That doesn't answer your question whatsoever. I think that's when Wawa gifted 10 subs. Sorry, I got a little... I became a little of an influencer there. I turned into Mr. Beast. Mr. Beast! Buy me FL, you're banned.
What to do?
Oh, raise. Let's go. They are nocturnal, so we need to move at night. Okay, and we need some lure to attract them. Okay, could you find a lure in the meantime? Okay, I don't... Alright. Peace, Neil. Defeat on plankton at night. Drop something that lures glowing plankton at night and they will come. You'll need 5 kelp to lure plankton. Okay. Alright. Serve food that Maki wants. I forgot. What did she want? How can I know? I forgot what I need. I guess I'll have to wait and see. Okay. But yeah, what I was gonna say earlier is that tomorrow there's a big update to my, well, to my server, I guess. There's like mods that are being updated. I mean, it doesn't matter when I say this because the server isn't even like available to the public yet. But Yeah, it probably is going to be soon because mods are getting updated just this weekend, so I wouldn't be surprised if I start the server in like what? Like maybe right after I finish Dave the Diver. Like October and maybe beginning November or something like that. It's about to go crazy. So what is this whale yapping about? I think it has something to say. I should record its cries and ask Ellie about it. Alright. Come here. Come here. Ooh, sniper. I think that's the weapon I would play if I have it. I don't though. Big sad. Hello, I'm dying? Alright. Oh! This is what I need for the... No way. You already done, Alan? The hell? 1 hour exam or what? Oh, it's you. Okay, okay. He's doing good right now. I believe. Oh. Was an anxious mess? Yeah. Alan moment. That's normal? Alan normal? Normal? Hell no. Yeah, for him, yeah. Like, he's the student that, like, studied the most. It's not even a question. I'm the opposite of that. I don't know if I ever was like that, but... Like, I'm anxious, I want to perform in exams, but I'm too lazy to, like... do as much as he does. Like, we did everything, and he was like, alright, now that we did everything, I'ma redo everything. Like, damn. Wasn't like this before. I mean, he's always been overly anxious. I don't know if it's gotten worse, but... Not about school? Oh, really? I see. Values change over time, maybe, or maybe it's the reason, you know, like maybe he feels like, okay, he has to like perform very well. But like, I don't know. Unless his class is very, very good, or he has like understanding problems, like what he did is like hella overkill. Like he studied, like I wouldn't even doubt saying this. I believe he studied more than 4 times like what the average time the other students. Like if you take all the other students together and you take their average study time, I think he has like 4 to 5 times more than that. Like not even trolling. Teachers got awful though? Yeah, I realized that while teaching him. If he doesn't, I mean, he's gonna pass it. He understood everything. There's just a few things he didn't understand and he needed to understand, and now he understands them, so. Doesn't mean he's like perfect, right? There's still like execution, so you can make like silly mistakes, but like at least now when if he makes a mistake and he gets corrected, he's gonna understand his mistake, you know? Better than being fucking lost in the sauce completely. Yeah, this is why I think in like advanced classes like that, where like communication between teacher and students is right? I always think that the corrected papers, the papers that give the answers, should be super developed. Like they should have the whole thing. You should be able to see the whole process. It shouldn't just be an answer, because that helps no one. The further you get in school, the more that applies. Like the further you get in school, the more the paper should literally have every step of the way. Because you can't really go ask the teacher like you used to do like in fucking elementary school. So like... That's crazy, PK. Oh, that's the other side. Yeah, we have we're creating shortcuts here, so that's good. But yeah, it's funny because it's very unfortunate because like he's enjoying the other math class more, and like I hate that one. I'm like, dang, he doesn't get to have a good teacher for the one I like. And for me, it wasn't a bad teacher. Like I had an okay teacher. I mean, like she was mid. Like she wasn't cool, but she wasn't bad, you know? But like I really just didn't like the subject, really. Yeah, I'm sure if the teacher was more entertaining, I would have liked it more. But I do find that I do find the subject itself quite tedious. It's not as like radical as like your average maths, like algebra and all of that stuff. That stuff is very like just like brain, like logic, you know, and then like vectorial algebra or whatever, and like matrices and whatever that class is, right? Is like super like there's a lot of like, well, it's just like that, you know, and you gotta learn it. And like, bruh, there was that whole chapter I remember where it was like, look guys, here are different types of I don't know how to say this in English, but matrice, right? Here's different types, and then they taught us like fucking 15 adjectives that like it means, like, if you say this mattress is this, it means that it's like it has this, it has that, it, you know, it's like a whole fucking dictionary of like characteristics you have to learn. Like, I hate that shit. It's so not fun. But teacher can make any subject fun, so it's very useful in coding though. Yeah, it's part of the class, like end coding shit, literally. I still don't like it. But differential and integral calculus, so cool. Very cool. I'm actually happy I could help Alan. Pretty cool. My favorite, it's unfortunate that he has a bad teacher, because it's my favorite subject that I've had in college. And the other math class that he has is my least favorite. Crazy contrast. But then the other math class that he has to do after both of these ones is also my other favorite, so. Maybe he's gonna get a good teacher in that one. I don't know. Hopefully the same guy as the class you hate. Yeah, I guess. I mean, yeah, if he's good at the subject. But at least the thing is that the class that he's doing right now, the one where the teacher is shit that he's doing, is actually like it's a foundation for the class that comes after. And the other class that like he has a good teacher in has nothing to do with the other class that he has to do. So it's all built on top of this class right now that I helped him with. So like, if he understands everything about that, even if he has a shit teacher, it's gonna matter less, you know? Like, of course it's gonna like affect things, but at least it's not gonna be as trash as having a bad teacher in that class that he is right now, where like it sets a lot of things. It sets a foundation for you to build things on. But once that foundation is built, it's less you know, it's less like the teacher has less effect on how like the students are affected or whatever. Yeah, that's cool. Yeah, I remember that. I remember hearing something like that. True. But yeah, What he's doing right now, like, teaches you how to derive things, right? And then the other class that he's gonna get after this one is how to integrate things, which is exactly the opposite of deriving. So like, if you got the foundation, it's already gonna help a lot. It's like the opposite thing, so it's literally like yeah, it's like how division is to multiplication. You just have to be able to like reverse engineer it in your brain, just like a different path. So instead of doing like 1 times 2 equal 2, you're like searching for the 1, and you're like 2 times 2, 2 divided by 2 equal 1. You know, you just do like the opposite thing. So getting the basics here is important. Yeah. Very. That's why it sucks that he has a bad teacher. But if he gets through this and he understands everything, then having a bad teacher in the second class would matter a bit less, at least. Good thing he studies like crazy? Yeah, I guess. I mean, he understood everything now, so that's all that matters on if you look at it from an objective perspective. Like, even if he would fail the exam, I know that would probably like matter in like a life perspective, but like in terms of like learning, he understands everything already. Yeah, well, he wasn't meant to do it that way. I don't think, PK. I think the teacher didn't teach it, which means like he's not supposed to use it. We found like the way of doing it her way. It's just like, I don't know. I hate when teachers do that shit, but like that's all over the school system, so I'm not gonna blame a teacher for that. I'm rather blame like the school system as a whole. I hate that like they teach you how to do things, and then like 10 years later they're like, look, you know how you came to that answer through like a whole year? Oh, you can actually do it like with one formula here. Look, like boom, boom, boom. See? Yeah. So you actually like wasted 6 years for no reason, buddy. Type stuff. So although there's absolutely no reason, no logic behind it, I'm guessing the teacher doesn't want him to use that rule. But at least now if he's not able to do a problem, we're like... If he's not able to do one of those problems, he can use that rule, right? And hope to maybe get a point from the teacher. Because you never know how the teacher will interpret it. So, it's fine, I guess. Emergency button, yep. But yeah, I get anxious for exams, but like not that much. And like, for me, it's a lot subconscious. Like, no one asked, and I'm very sorry to disturb you if you're having a great meal or something like that. But like, goddamn, on weeks, you know, yeah, that's it. That's about it. You get the rest. Like, whenever it's a weekday, in the morning, holy. And like, I don't feel stressed though. That's what's funny. And like, even when I don't have exams, it's whenever I go to... That shit is like dark magic. And as soon as it's Friday, and I wake up in the morning Friday, I don't have school Friday, right? Saturday and Sunday, nothing. It's like dark magic because it feels subconscious. Almost like I'm masking the stress. Like I'm Because I really don't feel stressed at all. Like, I don't. So it feels like fucking... It feels like there's a weird spell on me and I... Like, even I, who is the subject here, can't understand why it's happening to me. You know? Like... That's weird. Because I would think that, like, if I'm stressed because of something, if I reflected about it, I'd be like, oh yeah, I am stressed. But, like, I actually don't feel stressed at all. Even though that's what everything points to. I do not feel that. So that's weird. Yeah. I'm full of anxiety and it's not conscious at all. Yeah, but that's so weird. Interesting. I mean, it's a good thing. I think it's a good thing for my mental that I don't feel that. Like, I actually don't feel the anxiety. It's just like, I'm like, damn, why? Like, why am I doing that? Because I can do that now. Disassemble. Cool. Hello. Uh-oh. Human body is weird sometimes? Yeah. Oh, shit! Yo, Monday is my... Holy, what was that? Uh-oh. Human, go on ahead and be our lookout. Yeah, Monday is my lab rat session. Dang.
Okay.
There might be something dangerous there. Time to figure out what kind of rat I am. Mine just shows up in the form of apparently slowly but surely becoming angry 24/7. Be like that. I think I can somewhat get like... If I'm overwhelmed, I can get like, very like... I guess pessimistic. I'm never like angry for no reason, but like I'm not nice, you know? Like if you ask me things, like I won't be nice. And I'll get annoyed by things. It's so bad. It's crazy how like there's like random weird things I notice, such as for example, here's a thing I've noticed is that the longer my day at school is, the more I notice, like, people eating. Like, at the table, when I'm having a meal, people, like, chewing on their food. The more I've been, like, the longer I've been in public for a day, the more I notice that, and the more it pisses me off. Like, that shit's weird. Like, I don't know how, like, how psychology works there. But it's like I'm over it because I've been in public for like too long, so like everything pisses me off. Like the other day my mood was ruined because my mom was texting at the table and the little tappy sound of the keyboard was pissing me off, so I was like, Mom, can you turn it off? And then she didn't turn it off, so I actually left. And I was actually grumpy like a little 6-year-old toddler. Like, you know. The feeling was real. Oh, it's about to be a boss fight. Ew! I'm guessing I have to hold on to this. Wolf eel. Huh? I see. I don't know what to do. The shining spot on his tail, it looks weaker than the rest of his body. I see. Oh, here. Oh no! I'm good. Man, very easy boss fight. Always the same pattern. I feel like they should have mixed it up. Ouch. Oh no. That's it! Clapped! I was just about to come and defeat it. I guess I came too late. Stronger than I expected, human. Now you see that big gate over there? That's the entrance to the village. Take the... Sorry about that. I don't know what the hell that was. I had like a reverse hiccup. Finally back to the village entrance passageway. Ramo, you have a key, right? Oh no, I left the key back at the... I'm just kidding. I have it here in my bag. What is popping, Caster? Yo, what the hell? Yep, peek it. Can't trust the siblings, Caster. Probably. Also, PK. I'm Goofy, and I've started. I don't know if this is gonna go on another like 5-year break. I don't know why I have like so many like sudden interests, and then I put like my whole life into it, and then it goes away. But anyways, I started like with a little team of people, like making a game, like making my game idea. Poggers. Did like basic gameplay. What role are you filling? Right now I just did. I mean, we really just started. So like I do like all I did pretty much all when it comes to like the ideas and like the direction of the game. That was all me. Bruh, it's crazy like how actually like I spent days doing nothing. And like I was having fun. I spent like 3 days where I wasn't doing anything. I was just thinking, just using my brain. And like I was having fun. But other than that, I did shaders. I did a few shaders for some outlines and some like cell shaded kind of like toony look. And then I might want to model like little assets once we've done with like once we're done with the concept arts. We have someone that is like doing concept arts, help us like visualize things. So like once the concept arts are finished, I think I'm gonna get like, you know, general like details of the map, like I'm gonna model them. And then for like the actual cave shape, because the game would be happening in like different caves, right? It's underground. I think for like when it comes to like cave generation, we want to do something procedural. It kind of seems like hard to tackle, but I think it might be worth a shot. Because it's like, I don't know. Yeah, I mean, I don't even know what that expression means, but I get what you're trying to say. But yeah, I'm not even the, you know, like I'm not the programmer here. Like I don't know anything about like how to use the game engine or anything like that. So that's other people doing that. But I know there's like pretty simple ways. Like there's the classic way where it's like you just like create different rooms, right? And you like make them spawn next to the room, you know? So it's like just the same rooms but different layouts. But like I don't like, that's easy procedural. What I would like to do, I think it's called like let me search it up. I think it's called marching cubes or something like that. I just said the game I'm working on has procedurally generated lens and I don't know what UFC meaning. Jesus fucking Christ. 70 plus people and it's a pain. Yeah, I mean, I don't know like how different the scopes are. But yeah, I mean, it's definitely intimidating. But we don't have like it'd just be like a small underground map. And all the assets when it comes to like details, that would be like placed procedurally, which is like way easier. Like it wouldn't be part of like the procedural cave, if that makes sense. It'd be like its own separate thing. Where like, it places itself like close to walls, like, you know, whatever. But like for the overall, like just the shape of the cave, without anything else. Yes, that again is code. Yeah, but that seems pretty simple. What's intimidating is like the shape of the cave. I think. Like that seems pretty crazy, but I don't know. If we can't do it, I'll do the easy alternative, which is just, you know, like make a few like alternate maps, like handcrafted. How granular you want it? Resembling or consisting of small grains or particles. So granular means like it's less detailed, or what? How often do you replay those? That's the whole game. The whole game is like go in a cave, do objective, get out of cave, go in cave, do objective, get out of cave, do in because I don't want like to craft a fucking MMORPG for my first game. I mean, in fact, I would never do a MMORPG. Seems tedious and not really fun to me, but yeah, like the whole gameplay loop is going in the cave and getting out of the cave, you know? Is the map being different truly a pillar? Is it well, kind of, because is it like super important? So there would be like different sets of like caves, right? Well, that's the plan. We're not going to start this way. We would only start with one cave, but there'd be different biomes, right? Which would be closed off. Like you'd spawn in a closed off cave that has like a certain radius that you can explore, and you just do the objective, and then you get out. That would be it. But like, if there's not like any kind of like, either we need to make more maps like handmade, which would take fucking 3 years, or we need to implement some kind of procedural generation. Otherwise, the player would play one biome one time, and then whenever they replay that biome, they would like know the answer. Basically, they would know like how to win already. So that's why it's kind of important. Or what we could do is also like, the other alternative is like making a few handcrafted like maps and having like the objective be procedural in a way, if that makes sense. Like having the objective change places in that man-made map. But the thing is that making like a few different maps for each biome, like handcrafted, goddamn. But yeah, I don't know where we're going with that, but we're in the basics right now. An alternative usually is create models that are full parts that you can place and reuse easily. Yeah, that's what I was talking about earlier with like the sticking different rooms together. You cut in different rooms and you give it like different possibilities of room spawning next to it or whatever. Oh, or you mean like for handcrafting? Oh yeah. So like you divide in like different models to build the cave. Yeah, I guess. The thing is, I only want to build the shape of a cave. Like, and then place all the details afterwards. That's why it would be neat if like at least the shape is like could be just like generated with an algorithm. And like, to be honest, I'm kind of disappointed that you can't just like click a button nowadays that is like you know, like, I don't fucking know, generate cave, and then you click on it and then boom, you have a cave. That feels pretty 2024. There's a lot of things that like I don't understand how it's not implemented yet. Like, I don't understand, for example, how in a game engine, how is there no like why did I have to create a shader for outlines? Like, how is there not implemented outlines? That seems like so like intuitive. I don't know. Like, with all the shit that they have showing in game engines, like, goddamn. Peace, Caster. Anyways. Yeah, I get it, but it's just like kind of like It's just like it does a lot of like big things in one click. So like sometimes I would expect it to like, all right, put an outline around an object. That must be like, I don't know, 3-4 clicks or something like that. Like no, you have to code that. I'm like, oh, okay. Interesting. So I had to learn how to like do shaders. Took me like 5 years. Probably didn't retain a lot of it. Tutorial moment. But at least I learned the basics of like, and I'm gonna relearn them probably, the basics of like C# and stuff like that, since I'd like to have like I'd like to like already know a little bit of stuff when I go to into programming after. I mean, it's a realistic indie look, PK. Like, the graphics are not overly, like, it's not overkill. It's very, like, cartoony, like, simple look, the game, the graphics we're going for. Like, I don't know, it's kind of low poly, too. Like, I don't think I don't think performance would ever be, like, a problem here. It'd be cool to learn ways to optimize, though. Graphics does not equal... Yeah, I mean, I know, not necessarily, but like... We were talking about procedural generation here. Wouldn't you like... If you procedurally generate something, wouldn't like that happen in the loading, and after it's all happened, like whatever way it's done it, you could probably code it so like... So that the shape of the cave becomes like one mesh or whatever. And then when the player gets in, I don't see a reason why it would lag. If like if the range of the map is limited or whatever. But I mean, if we're talking about other things than procedurally generating, yeah, I don't know. I know nothing, man. You know that's true. I mean, there's always ways to improve it for sure, but like if you're going for like more realistic graphics over like something like super low poly, isn't that bound to like just be more performance heavy? Like more beefy? But yeah, I don't know how like optimizing itself works though. I'm sure you can optimize anything. That is pretty crazy though. 1 million polygons. Bruh. Why? Yeah. Yeah, I get that. But yeah, I get the whole idea of like procedurally generating with like noise, for example, using noise to like procedurally generate stuff. But the thing is that I want the entire cave to like be procedurally generated and like be connected with each other, like for it to make sense. And I don't know how like setting such conditions, like how like complicated that is, you know? Like how to kind of control how the procedurally generation is done, you know? I'm sure that's the hardest part. Because I don't know, I looked at a few like ways of doing procedural generation, and maybe it's the way people explain it, but it doesn't look that hard, the foundation. Now, getting it the way you want probably is fucking hard, but... You'll get shit smushed. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that's what I thought. Because, like, I don't know. I mean, I don't even know how it works, so I can't even begin to, like, try and comprehend in a programming way, but, like, conceptually, that sounds like the hard part. Like, making it do what you want, and, like, making these conditions where it's like, well... Because, like, the thing is, if you make caves with, like, something like noise, right? It's gonna be super random, and it's gonna create openings that are, like, super unnatural, and sometimes even, like, out of the... Like, the players are not gonna be able to go there, right? Like, it's not gonna be all connected. So you have to, like... I don't even know how you would... Like, I don't even know where to begin. But man, you go with maybe full room assets, it's probably easier. Yeah, so I've heard here, kind of an inspiration for the game is like Deep Rock, even though like the maps are like not nearly as big. They'd be like probably like 10 to like 100 times smaller. Like it's very small maps that I want to do, but I think Deep Rock did like a... Yeah. They posted something on Steam where like... They showed how they do it. They explain how their thing works. No, I really want to find it. It's kind of cool. Man, no way. But like their thing, essentially their thing is like they handcraft like plenty of rooms. Oh, I found it, I think. Is this it? I lied. I didn't find it. Man, I had it earlier. Oh, I found it. Okay, here. While the overall cave system is a unique result of random generation, the individual cave rooms are handcrafted. If you imagine the cave generator as our automated chef, we still want real people to make sure it's cooking with high quality ingredients. There are over 100 cave room templates to pick from, but many of these templates also contain multiple internal randomizer variants. So spawning the same template 20 different times would still produce 20 unique rooms. Depending on the mission type, length, and difficulty, these rooms templates could get warped, mirrored, or overlapped, as the cave generator strings them together. Understand how this generation really works, we need to take a closer look at one of these cave room templates. In focus, how a cave room template works. Every cave room template is composed of intersecting spheres, half spheres, and flat planes. This cluster of shapes tells the cave generation engine what sort of volume to carve out of the solid rock, creating the rooms where each mission takes place. So it's like half handcrafted, half procedural, but it's not like your it's not like the cheap the cheap way of just like having different rooms that like match with each other. I really don't like that one. Like I don't want to do that. The thing is I want to do something procedural and I don't want it to be the thing where like you cut rooms together. Like you just cut different rooms, right? And then you make sure that they can connect different rooms to the different rooms or whatever. So like it's always the same rooms, but it spawns a different layout. Like that seems like it seems okay for a certain type of games, but it feels very I don't know how to like dungeon-ish, if that makes sense. And it feels like it wouldn't really fit for something as big as a cave, right? Like as big as a cave can be, because it's not like simple hallways. It's not hallway, room, hallway. So like it's more organic. I don't know what your game is. That's a smart way to tackle in the case. If you rely too much on procedural, it looks like mush, or you have to make so many rules it becomes unbearable. Yeah, that seems like the... Hello, Joy. Push up Bozo, you're banned. I don't know what your game is. I mean, if you want like the whole gameplay loop, it'd be like oh god, where do I even start? Okay, well, there's a lot of variables involved that make the game unique, obviously, but I'm gonna skip those and just get to like the you know, like the point of the game, I guess. So it'd be something like you have like a base, right? That's set. It's like a hub. You're always there, right? And then you have different rooms around you. So like you have to imagine like a cave, right? This would be like a not procedurally generated. It'd be like a semi-sphere, right? And you're just like in the semi-sphere, and that's like the cave, right? And then all around you would be like different doors that take to different caves. And like every time you get to the lobby, there'd be signals coming from different doors, and that's like the biomes you have to go to. Oh yeah, we have an entire roadmap. PK, I've been cooking. But so there's different doors and there's signals that come through. And those are the missions that you can do that one time. So for example, you have, okay, let's say biome 1, biome 2, biome 3 are available right now. So you choose out of those 3 missions which one you want to do. Then you go there, you do the mission, you come back, you get some type of like money reward that you can use to like upgrade like your gadgets and stuff like that to do better on these missions. And then it takes you back to the base, and then you get 3 new signals. That's the gameplay loop. And it's... Yeah, that's the gameplay loop, but there's like 1,000 more things involved, obviously, but it would take me like years to explain. But that's the gameplay loop. But yeah, what matters is like really the environment here, and it's like it feels like it has to be procedurally generated for this kind of game to work. Because I want to make a gameplay loop that's simple, that's like essentially always the same thing in a way, right? Because that sounds simple conceptually, but man, making something simple is not simple. Because like, if you want to make something simple and yet fun, then you have to like implement some type of variety, and that's almost like screaming for procedural generation. So it's kind of like a problem, but... So one-liner it? Just so I can understand well? Let me think. Randomized available missions. Choose one of the missions. Reward. Upgrade. Loop. Restart. Randomized available missions. Take one. Do the objective. Reward. Upgrade. Restart. If you die, all the upgrades go in the trash and you restart. I don't know if that was a one-liner, not really, but yeah, that's the easiest way I can put it. Okay. I want to get help from humans. How do you fight? Do you fight? Oh, okay. So you have fight. It's kind of like it has like a party, kind of like arcade-ish, goofy vibe. Like it's weird because the dynamic here is like half very goofy and like funny moments, and half horror. That's the goal here, right? Like it's not a main horror game, but it just happens to be because it's in caves and it's dark or whatever. But essentially, there's monsters and stuff like that, right? Like enemies, and you wouldn't be able to really directly like kill them, but you'd probably have like gadgets to like disable them in some types of way and stuff like that, so that you can run away. But yeah, it's something like that. So no, there's no like fighting. There's no fighting outside of like goofy gadget ideas that we have, which are like not really straight up fighting, and they're more like just like debuffing an enemy or like buffing yourself in a way, right? Simple stuff. In terms of like gameplay loop and the idea, it's like extremely simple. So yeah, enemies all around the cave. They act differently. They have different behaviors, I suppose, different abilities, and they just try to kill you while you try to do your objective, and you just try to run away from them to do your objective, and then peace out. Yep, Monster Hunter is a very simple idea, true. There's no system per se, throwing mechanic plus gadget effect. Wait, what do you mean? Throwing mechanic? What do you mean by throwing mechanic? Oh, you mean there's no throwing mechanic? I guess, no, not really. Maybe there'd be a gadget that does that. There would be like different upgrades you can get, or different like little items you can get that do things. So there'd be like these things to code, but they don't seem very like too hard for most of the ideas we have. Let me look at the roadmap. How do you trigger a gadget? So it'd just be like a simple like inventory system, like kind of a hotbar, right? Where you have like I don't know, we haven't decided yet, maybe like 3 or to 4 slots or something like that. And like you have a gadget that does something. I don't know, I'll give you an example. Maybe one is just like a gun or something like that that shoots a projectile and it like freezes an enemy. I don't know. We haven't thought about a lot of gadgets, and we want them to be somewhat unique, so that's probably not going to be one, but that kind of shit, right? Where it just like disables the enemy. You don't place it. Maybe there'd be a particular one that works that way, but it's something you keep on yourself and you just use, you know? So there is a shooting system. Maybe, I don't know, like we haven't thought about the gadgets that far. But there could be, I guess, yes. Like there could be, but it definitely wouldn't be like definitely wouldn't be like, oh, the main game, like the main game mechanic, you know what I mean? Like it'd be like just like a little gadget there. Wouldn't be a lot going into it. I don't imagine any kind of like dying animations for enemies and like combat or blood or anything like that. No, it's very like toony, kind of like goofy, simplistic style where like goofy also like gameplay wise because you can't fucking do anything as a player but like run, you know. But yes, there could theoretically be some kind of like shooting, yes, but it wouldn't be like fucking COD where like you shoot a zombie and like there's like all the physics of the zombie like oh and like the blood and like it just be the shooting mechanic, which like I don't think is super hard to, probably not hard to implement, right? Projectiles. It's easy as fuck. Yeah, that's what I thought. I need to earn the village trust. Even come back here tomorrow. You'll have to listen to the villagers' request. You don't even agree yet. How am I supposed to come all the way here? Chapter 3! Hey, no way. I mean, I could explain like the whole game to you sometime, I guess, PK. But, because there's a lot. There's a lot that goes into it. I'm very like, I have this very bad addiction to being original and being unique in a way. And I really want like the game to be something that like I myself have never experienced. So like when it comes to like everything, like biome design, like game mechanics, it's like, it's not necessarily harder to make. Like the ideas themselves are simple. It's just like the combination of these ideas together is like something pretty much like that I haven't seen, right? That's a game designer asking too many questions because behind every idea that you may find simple, there's 100 questions. And yeah, true. You will suffer. Yeah, I mean, we've already been suffering for like a few weeks. We made it progress though. Like we have. I mean, we've made progress, especially with brainstorming, I'm not gonna lie. The game, when it comes to like the gameplay, there's no assets have been made and only like the simple like basic mechanics like player movement, a few like basic mechanics for the game and stuff like that. Like only like the very, very foundation has been made. So I'm glad about that at least. The part I've worked the hardest on is just brainstorming, and well, that never goes to the trash. Like I can always pick that up, so those ideas they'll always be there. And I wrote them down like you said earlier. Like I did do that. That's what I actually meant earlier when I was saying like I had fun designing everything. Like holy shit, I'd be typing essays about this game. You want or need help with asking those very annoying questions? Let me know. Like what kind of question? You mean like any kind of like programming question? Or you mean like okay, design? Wait. Sorry, my game vocabulary is like C minus right now. Use this. What is this? It looks like an ordinary mirror. This see people mirror, once installed, will let you instantly travel to this village. Wow, is such a thing possible? Various disasters have caused our decline, but our ancestors were a very advanced civilization once. Right now, all we have left is a few of their relics, sadly. In any case, installing this in your village, which will allow you to come to this village whenever you need. Holy! It will recognize your face, so only you'll be able to use it. It also operates from the light of the divine tree or the sun, so you can only use it during the day. I'll give you a village map to use. It'll help you find the villagers. I have to go back to the boat with this mirror for now. Alright. Okay. I see, PK. I see, PK. Yeah, we kind of want like so like the whole idea, which would like be extremely long to make, but you know, the game concept still works even with one cave implemented. So like we're thinking of it as that for now, and not like a game with like fucking 5,000 biomes, because that's like unrealistic to think about. So like think of the first step or whatever. So like we're mostly like focusing on this like one biome, like, so I want to, because the idea, like the ultimate idea would be that every biome has different monsters that are like unique to that biome, right? Because I want the monsters to have a very like organic feeling, like they're from that place, right? Like they're from this part of the world. So like thinking about the game with like different biomes makes it depressing, because it's like, all right, we gotta like model like 500 like different monsters, brainstorm them, and they have to be like all unique and cool. So I'd rather just think about the first biome, which is what we're doing. So like right now, that's what I need to do, is just like get monsters for that particular biome. Just brainstorm some monsters for that one. Vertical slice, always vertical slice? What does that mean? Mysterious weapon charm left behind by the octopus. Maybe something to... Okay. Extra 15% of gun base damage added. I see.
No.
Oh, right. Yeah, so that would be like one monster. Like one biome and one monster. And one objective, probably, right? Right. But yeah, even then we still need to like brainstorm monsters for that biome, you know. Like we have I guess we have one right now. That's like confirmed. But yeah, I'd like to have more later. So I'd like to at least have like 3 ideas. That'd be cool. But yeah, for sure. They just stay on paper. When it comes to like programming, yeah, definitely I think making like a playable, like something that's a little playable, like a almost like a model to follow first is like, there's no point in like, you know, like what if I started like fucking going hard on like making every monster once at a time, and then the game isn't built and we just have like 20 like there's no point to like kind of like build everything together, if that makes sense. Like build onto each aspect of the game at the same time. Every time you think that it's gonna be easy, there's something unexpected. Yeah, I mean that's happened to me already like 10 times, and all I did is fucking do shaders. So like, Yeah.
Movie.
Looks to be pretty cruel.
Thunder.
But hey, progress, I guess. Because, like, I don't know if you remember, like, back when I'm all over the place and I have, like, super, like, strong interests for a moment and then I drop it. Who knows? I might, like, drop this whole thing in, like, 2 seconds. But, like, remember when I was trying to do a game the last time and I was, like, trying to make shaders? Like, I quit. Like, I was like, fuck this. But this time I succeeded, so that's cool. Yeah, it'd be like that, PK. I feel like it's just very hard to like go in with like, I mean, it's especially for me because I have like no prior experience. Like I'm hella relying on my team and I'm kind of like only doing the brainstorming because like definitely when it comes to like, if I was making the game like by myself or something like that, I shouldn't tackle something like that first. I mean, I've made 2D games, but I think I should like re-go through like making a simple 2D game, a simple 3D game, something like that. I think you should never go for like your dream idea first, because that's probably like the worst idea. Unfortunately, you probably need to do like some boring ass games that you don't want to do first, you know, all of that shit. But I don't know. Before tackling your big boy dream, if that makes sense. But yeah, I have people, so, and I have experience, but to be honest, it feels like I have no experience. I don't remember anything of the games that I made in high school, and they were all 2D, so like the 3D world is all new to me. I've worked in Unity before though, we had classes on it, but man, I don't fucking know. Like the classes in high school I had with Unity, or like all the game engines that I used were like, it felt like tutorial hell, essentially. Where it's like, you just copy what the teacher does. And like, the teacher isn't really like teaching because they don't really explain anything. So like, I think it just didn't stay in my head. Like, whatsoever. That's bad? Yeah. Yep, it is. Like, they do explain it, but it's like way too fast. Like, that's not the rhythm for a beginner, right? So, like, it's like, I'm like, hey, PK, open the engine. Here. Now you're gonna write a script, right? And then you copy what the guy's writing. And he's like, so this line means that you're asking it to do this. And like, okay, it's cool that you're telling me that the line is doing that. But I could not have written that line by myself. Like, you didn't teach me how to, like, build up to that, you know? Like, you're just like, that's what that means. Here it is. Like, okay, I guess I could retain that that's what that means. But if you ask me, like, rebuild that, like, build something that does that, I can't fucking do it. Like, what? I did have, like, an okay experience at the beginning. Because the first years we had in, like, programming in high school, we had an actual, like, programmer, like, Chad teacher. And then he left. And then we got a fucking art teacher replacing him. And she had no clue what she was doing. So she had like this other guy that was like making tutorial videos for us. And that's all we did. You like sat on your PC, you would watch these videos of this one dude that was specifically doing videos for our classes. And you just copy him. And it's like, the only thing that might have been like the only kind of things you can learn from that kind of like explanations is something like modeling, like Blender. Like that was actually helpful. Because the guy is just modeling and he's like, well, okay, to do a loop cut, you do this. To do that, you do that. It's going to allow you to like draw this shape. Like that I can retain. But when it comes to like writing down code, brother, you can't like write down a fucking paragraph and then be like, yo, this line means you're saying this. And then this line this. Like, okay, that's cool, but I can't redo that. It's not like when you show me how to do a shape in Blender. If you show me how to do a shape in Blender, I can redo the shape. And I understand how you did it. But if you show me how like what the code is for a fucking script, and then be like, yeah, so every line does this, like we didn't build up to there, so like I still, like I have no experience, like I didn't learn anything. My classes were usually groups where you made a game around a specific theme and you learn a shitload like this. I see. Allows you to actually learn shit that is interesting to you. Yeah, right. Because you're building a game, and it's not necessarily like 100% your interest too, because you're in a group of people. Wow, I love socializing. Yeah, exactly, PK. That's what I'm saying. Like, I'm kind of pissed because like I feel like I didn't retain a lot, but I did like revisit the basics of. Well, I say revisit, but to be honest, I did visit. There's no revisiting because I've never visited it before. I did visit the basics of C#, and I'm gonna keep doing that. Starting to get better. Like I have this friend Peapots that like has programming like homework all the time because he's in university already and he's in programming. And like I look at what he screen shares a lot while he's doing it, and I look and like there's a few things I can understand, and I'm like, let's go. I'm sure you can ask Alan questions. You'd be more than happy to help. He's a programmer in case you forgot. I forgot he was my brother. My bad. Once gave up. Well, that's terrible. Holy Bancho backstory. Yeah, I know, PK, I'm trolling. I was pretending the dementia. Who's Alan? Rely on him a little if you can. Yeah, maybe. This is the Dugong Hotel. I worked here 12 years ago. It's a 5-star hotel with both tradition and long story. It looks a bit old, yes, but at the time the quality of the food and service have been newly improved. Yoshi, do you have a moment? What is a manager? Well, a troublesome customer left a reservation. A troublesome customer. Do you know the actress Lois Crawford? She made a reservation at our hotel. I see. What? Okay, I'm confused what I'm reading. So there's rumors about this actress eating. God forbid that. Imagine an actress eating. That's kind of nasty. Like, come on, you're an actress. You can't eat. You're gonna get fat and stuff. Like, Jesus. Calm down. Wait, I must have misunderstood the rumor. There's gotta be something I've misunderstood. Okay, well, whatever. The dinner's at our hotel. Italian or French? Alright, I'm gonna say Italian because that's not French. My bro has a bro and a sister-in-law in the industry and doesn't take advantage of it. I guess so. I don't know. I don't like feeling like I annoy people. Just like my brother. That's why we don't talk to each other ever for like 3 years. And then have like a wake up call and start like calling every day. Got him. Because I think I'm bothering him and he thinks he's bothering me. Whereas yeah, we both want to go into teaching later in life too. I want to teach game design in a few years. I guess we could yap about some game design stuff. That sounds pretty fun. The dinners at our hotel. They're Japanese, of course. Holy. An actress that's infamously hard to please and also a gourmet reviewer. It's been about a year since our Japanese food team, which was never very strong, received much attention in a short span of time, and we can't deny that your contribution to this was great. However, this means that we also get customers who want special treatment. So you mean to say that I should try and please this picky woman? Bro, they have like every game genre in this fucking game. I don't like this. This one. I think this is like my least favorite game genre. One of my least favorites. Because I'm fucking brain dead when it comes to reading. I don't like, I guess you call this like, I don't know, it's like a visual novel, pretty much. Like, I don't like visual novels. Like, just animate that shit and give me some stimulus. Ideally, I'd like to try myself as a game director and then chill out as a teacher. Yeah, that's cool. The zoomer brain too strong, Jacobee? Yeah. Jacobee, not Jacobee. Holy shit. Actually, brain rot. I don't know, it's just like less... It's just less attractive as a... Like it's not that it's... Like it's different, but it's just like less stimulating in too many ways for me. Like, for example, I've heard a lot that like the visual novel for Steins Gate is better than the anime. In terms of like how it's told, I suppose, right? But like, for me, it doesn't even matter because like the visual novel is like, well, it's a visual novel, so it's like still images with like dialogues and like kind of slow paced, while like the anime is like everything is animated. Well, you know, that's pretty obvious, but you know, like it's all like always flowing, and it's more like I feel like if I don't know. You're not reading much books or comics or mangas, of course, visual novel is not for you. Yeah, but the like it's not even that it. I don't think it even like I think if I read more, maybe I could enjoy it more. But I definitely think that it's just like reading naturally is just something. Like it doesn't even have to do with the fact that I don't read much. It's just that I don't like reading. Like straight up. Because I've tried to like reading in the past. I've tried to read mangas. I've tried to like there was that one phase of my life where like I wanted to like fake liking mangas till I did it, and I never did. Like even though that's the most straight, that's the coolest thing I could like, right? Because at least there's images. There's at least illustrations. So like at least I have like somewhat of a hand. Like something that's like helping me like stimulation wise. But even that like wasn't enough. But yeah, that was like with Tokyo Ghoul. You know, like I watched the first season and then like everything after that is like all over the place. So I like read the entire manga and like, man, like I like, it's not even that I didn't enjoy the story. Well, I don't remember it to be honest, but it's not that I didn't enjoy the story. Like I didn't enjoy reading. Sucks. Long ass story to read though. Yeah, I guess so. I mean, it's divided in different. But yeah. I just think I'm like too like quite literally I'm like too like Gen Z brain rot. Like I'm like a Subway Surfers player. Sorry. Like it's the same here, like with this, like not gonna lie, I don't care about this. Like I have no care in the world, I just want to play the game. I'm reading it for the sake of it, but like okay. Like alright, you're talking about making sushi. Like alright. He's trying to do his little shark here. I mean, it's backstory, so like it's quite legit. Like I guess if you're like an extra nerd, you'd be like, oh my god, Bancho, the guy that's cooking all the sushi in the restaurant, he's so cool. I want to know like his little backstory. But like in a game like this, for me, it's like like, you know, like it feels like the character doesn't even need something like that. Like he's already just like he's just a chill dude. Just a cool dude. Don't need that epic anime backstory, it's alright. But this game definitely has like this like originality thrill, and like it definitely had a goal of some kind to like have like multiple genres in one. Like I think this must be like the 6th genre essentially that we've seen so far in like a single game. So like it's definitely like that was part of like how they you know, they wanted to design it. And well, a visual novel counterpart is like probably the easiest like something you could implement very easily, because it can be a backstory of like anyone, anything. Yeah, it's just like something I see less value into, unfortunately. Like it's probably hypocrite. I don't know, hypocrite. I don't know if this is the right word for it, but like essentially, like if I think of like gameplay design and stuff like that, that's super exciting and has like a lot more value to me than like dialogue boxes and like choosing the right words and the right like pace and the right like what line comes next in this conversation in a fucking dialogue box at the bottom of the screen. Like I couldn't care less. If you wrote if you like took random words of the dictionary for like every single word of the dialogue that like still, you know, give the proper meaning, like it'd be the same for me. It's like I don't find art in some of that stuff. I have a hard time with a lot of stuff like that, like poetry and stuff like that. That's not true though. I can find poetry. Okay, I don't know, to be honest. I don't fucking know how my... What about the full very long cutscenes of Wukong? To be honest, so with Wukong, I don't remember a lot of oh yeah, never mind. I remember the long cutscenes. Yeah, no, I don't. That's also, I don't really care about that. But that's just that was just an issue of like that was just an issue of a story immersion there. Like that was like complete on my side. Well, it's always on my side, but it's just that like the story was too like there's too much shit going on, and it's too like not abstract, but it's like built onto like notions of like not mythology, but like some kind of like, you know, like all that like mythical stuff, and it kind of like assumes that you have like foundations on certain things already, or like assume that your brain is capable of reverse engineering to understand like what's going on, which my little brain is not capable of doing. So anyways, I just wasn't invested in the story side really. So I think that's why I didn't like the cutscenes. But if I was invested into a game and it had long cutscenes like that, I don't think like I think I can be thrilled by cutscenes, since they're like animated and can be very dynamic, you know? Convoluted and they assume you know the base story. Yeah, something like that. She doesn't want him to serve as shark head, Rebozo. So yeah, in the case of Wukong cutscenes, no, I didn't really care. But that's not true for like all cutscenes for sure. Or at least I don't think so. Yeah, I mean, yeah, it's also like the whole point of it. Here, like, they basically have this whole ass, like, sub-game. It's a whole ass, like, sub-game to the game with, like, a whole, like, different plot and everything just to show a backstory. Like, damn. Like, you know, you could have, like, summarized, like, he went there, now he's here. GG. But, you know, I mean, that's the point here. They went out of their way to, like, make a little visual novel thingy. Is he gonna traumatize her with the shark head? The first dishes are I'm gonna give her something fucking cooked. What's cooked in this? Pickled olive flounder fins, steamed snapper, and yam soup. I have no clue. This sounds unhinged because I don't know what it is, so. But this one is pretty unhinged as well. Definitely not the middle one. We go brain dead here. Let's go with this. Alright, apparently it's decent. I mean, every fish in this game is edible. I wonder if it's like based onto like real facts. Probably not, right? It's probably fiction. Like Bancho fucking cooks sharks And like people lose their shit. Like eating it. Like they act like it's the most insane thing in the world. But I'm guessing shark in real life or like random fish probably don't taste like exotically good or anything like that. Shark is an yeah, I mean, yeah, for sure. I think you can probably cook any fish, but I'm just saying like it's probably not like particularly like better than like your average, because the whole thing with Bancho is that he makes sushi with like the most unhinged fish, right? Like the most random fish, not even necessarily shark, but just like random fish. And like I'm thinking it's a little unrealistic that they're all like so edible. Like there's gotta be one that would be trash, like for sure. But anyway, it's okay. Bancho is the chat. If I had to assume, I'd say there's probably multiple that would be trash. Maybe 50% or even more would be trash. Maybe not though. Bancho's got them cooking skills. He knows how to spice it up. Shark fin soup is very prized. Jesus Christ, that's cursed. That does sound disgusting. Does it not? Shark fin soup. Brother. I'm okay. It's like squid or whatever. How can you put a squid in your mouth? Go to hell. In my opinion. I don't disrespect anyone who does it or anything like that. I just like don't comprehend. How can you put a fucking squid in your mouth? Like that's actually unhinged. It's like snails. Oh my god. We had like this like meal with my mom once cooked, or I don't know if it was like a pre-made meal, but we once had for dinner and there were people over. We had for dinner like a little like thing with like grilled cheese on top of it. And there were snails like on the cheese. I said, Mom, I'm not eating. And I didn't eat. And I left the table, even though there were plenty of people. Fuck that shit. Jesus. What the fuck? Squid as an ingredient, or the people who eat full-ass live small squids? I don't know, to be honest. I don't care. Every seafood is fucking nasty to me. I'm so... If God is real, he saved me by making me allergic to seafood. Like, that's the one power I have, is my allergy to seafood. Eating live squids is, I mean, yeah, that's fucking unhinged. I think squids are smart too, aren't they? Like, it's not like you're eating like an insect or anything like that. How smart are squids? Highly developed perception, learning, and memory abilities. Do squids feel pain? Include, I don't know, have a remarkably well-developed nervous system and may well be capable of experiencing pain and suffering. Bro, like what? Yeah, I don't know. If I was a dictator, that's in jail. That goes in jail. Shit, I don't see how that's different from eating a dog. Like, you just have a fucking social norm bias because humans like to, like, tame dogs, but there's no difference to me. Like, shit. I'll eat your golden shepherd right now. I don't know, man. I don't understand how you can, like, how your brain can't, like... How your brain can see that as two different things. Like, I can't get my head around that. Like, I can't get myself to perceive a dog in a different way that I would perceive an octopus on a moral level. Or anything, for that matter. Unless it's like clearly, there's like, you know, a big difference. Like a fucking ant, you know? Like, I won't go cry if you crush an ant under your foot. And I won't be like, oh, it's the same as if I crushed your dog. Yeah, no, fuck those little ones. But like, When it comes to like something that's actually comparable to me, like two animals like that, like octopus. Like I don't know, I don't see how that's different from eating any other animal alive. And why is it okay to eat an octopus alive? Is there anything else we eat alive? You ever seen someone eat a fucking baby pig alive or something? I don't think that happens. What the hell? I guess seafood. It's like a seafood thing, right? People have eaten probably crabs and shit alive, I bet. It's a seafood thing. Like you just like rip their limbs and you just like eat them. God damn, go to hell. Uh-oh. She said it wasn't that good. May I have a word? Allow me to introduce myself again. I am the master chef who works here, Bancho. I'm not much of a speaker, so I've been listening quietly. I find it impossible to maintain my silence now, however. Oh my, do you have something to tell me? Apparently you're supposed to have better food than anywhere else, right? It is most definitely my fault for failing to provide food that satisfies you. Will you not give me a chance to make up for my mistake? What? Oh well, gosh, I'm a very busy woman. What you witnessed today aren't my real skills. I'll serve you food that can objectively be called good. So you're saying you have something else? Do you think will satisfy me? Alright, I'll wait, but remember my time is valuable. Your food had better be amazing. Bancho, you can't be thinking of. All done. This is whole roasted shark head. Oh my god, this is... You fried the whole head? It is an amazing dish. The meat in the cheeks hasn't been cut out. I chose to fry the head, all to preserve this supple texture. You'll never taste something like this anywhere else. It's a high quality dish made using the best possible ingredient. Get that out of my sight. How can you call this food? What are you saying? Take just a bite. I guarantee you'll be transported to heaven. I'm not happy about this. Is this what service is like? Looks are not all there is to food. Why do you refuse to even try it? Bancho, now isn't the time to... I find it highly unpleasant. Is this some kind of hidden camera prank or a punishment? You'll pay for treating me this way. Don't think I'll just let you get away with it. I'm leaving. Cancel my suit. Charge me a cancellation fee if you wish. I don't care. Damn. Bancho Chad though. Keybase. After that, Bancho quit his job at the hotel and left saying he needed to train. Holy inspired. It's my belief it wasn't so much the cooking itself as the ingredients and cooking methods that he researched. I admire him a little for not giving up on the belief that he's going on the right path. What's funny is that that shark head that she didn't eat actually like makes people like go into a fucking trance when they eat it. Like they love it. It's mental gymnastics to avoid feeling like shit for inflicting pain for your own pleasure because it tastes good. But I don't get it. You don't have to eat it alive for it to taste good. Like what? Like that doesn't change the taste whatsoever. So like, why do gymnastics when you can just dodge them? Like you don't have to go through this process of gaslighting yourself and making yourself feeling better because you're eating it alive. Just don't eat it alive. And then that whole problem, that whole mental gymnastics just like doesn't exist. Like I don't get it. Like why would you eat it alive if you can just not eat it alive? It's like those people go out of their way to like deliberately do something that's like morally kind of unhinged. Like what the fuck, man? Not saying I understand it. I mean, you definitely don't, yeah. I know, I'm not saying that either. It's like, goddamn. It's like I can't get my head around. I don't know. Whatever. But yeah, like, it's not even close for me, by the way. Like, I'm not trolling when I say, if I was on top of the world, okay, that's a sentence starter right there. Anyways, if I was on top of the world, doing that, eating a squid alive, that's jail. That's animal abuse, bro. That's like... And that's not a small sentence. Holy, you're fucked.
Jacobee.
Okay. I think I'm gonna stop here for today. You heard the story about the dog in the hurricane, PK?
Jacobee.
Ooh. No? Okay, basically, some dog owner, right? Like, in a fucking half-flooded area, where, like, the water was, like, up to, like, the dog's, like, neck. He, like, attached his dog to a fence and left it there. Because he was trying to get rid of the dog, so he was like, well, the hurricane is coming, so he's gonna die. Like, bruh. And then people found the dog, and they, like, they recorded it, and that shit was going, like, all over social media. And they actually saved, they actually saved the dog. And, like, now everyone wants to adopt the dog, and they actually found them, like, the owner, too. Which is super rare with cases of, like, animal abuse like that. They managed to find the owner, so now... You got some jail time. Poggers. 23-year-old, bro. You're 23 years old and you're like trying to kill dogs. I don't get it, man. I probably but it would have been worse, PK. Because it was outside, so like it was like he would have had it rough. Bro would have been like fucking twisting everywhere, and it's not like he could have been less cruel in his torture. Like, bro put his dog on a leash where he can't escape in a flooded area. Like, at least don't put anything on him. Like, at least he might have a chance to escape or anything or something like that. Like, no. Like, you're making it obvious that you wanted to kill that dog. Like, Jesus. Anyways, he going to jail. Bad guy. And the dog is fine. I mean, just adapt. Like, I don't get it. Like, I'm clearly not made to live in society. I'll tell you that much. I've yet to brutally murder any innocent animals, and I can tell you for a fact that it's not gonna happen anytime soon. Like, they stupid. I don't know, man. Okay. This we're on chapter 3 now. So we've actually made good progress. And we're on the day 18 again. We're October 18th in the game and in real life. Isn't that crazy? If your tendency and desire to inflict pain is that bad, please report yourself to the nearest psych ward for real. True, like, just like, I don't know. I don't know. Yeah, I was like the opposite of that. Like, as soon as I noticed that there's little somethings I don't understand about me, and I don't understand why it feels like I'm different than other people on some things, I like fucking report that shit to the police. Like, I go on and take like 400 online tests and go onto this like crazy tangent of like self-identity and then end up having a fucking neuropsychology assessment. And yeah, it is. That's what I'm saying. It's like actually interesting and like cool. I guess it's different in the situation where your problem is that you like accidentally want to murder dogs, but anyways. Anyways, that dog got the good ending. Good ending. But yeah, I'm stop here. I might like message you some things in the future for game design, I guess, PK. Maybe if my dementia don't hit. But yeah, we have like an entire roadmap set up and stuff. Also, something pretty nasty, kind of, that I did mention it to you when I talked about the game when I was playing Elden Ring a long time ago, because it's still the same game idea, is that it's co-op, right? So it's multiplayer. But we've actually like already pretty much almost implemented multiplayer successfully, so that's pretty cool. But it's not like PvP or anything, so it's not that bad when it comes to like latency and all of that stuff. It's not that important. It's more like of a party, like kind of like goofy co-op game. But I've heard that making multiplayer support is like if you want to build a game with multiplayer, you have to like do that first and then add the things and make sure that it works with the multiplayer, because if you add multiplayer like at the like after, like it just like fucks up everything. So that's what we're doing. Can even show you a bit of what I do in return. Yeah, I guess. Just gonna upkeep the servers. So there's ways, from what I understand, there's ways when it comes to like testing, right? There's ways for us to like host servers and like test without like having to like pay for any actual like servers, right? So we should be all right. But yeah, I can send you some. We have like a concept artist. Well, they're kind of like new to the team, so like they didn't get exactly everything right about like the idea, but they made like a kind of a like very sketch of like the first biome we want to do. But anyways, I'm gonna end here. I see you guys tomorrow for a parkour stream with Neil. Thanks for good talks, PK. Also, I hope Alan is doing okay. Is he still not back? Like, how long is this exam? Anyways, I don't know. I wonder if he died. He's still not back. He better be cooking. He better be cooking. All right. Bye-bye. Peace, Tommy. Thanks for